Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can manually clear open items in SAP S for HANA using Fiori. So let's say, for instance, we post an invoice via the application called Create Supplier Invoice, this one over here. The transaction is invoice, as said. Then we will copy the posting date to the invoicing date. We will say the gross invoice amount is, let's say 1000, reference test, euro. And the invoicing party is a business partner. Then if we scroll down, let's just say we post against the GL account. So we will click on add. And we will just say leasing expense for now over here. Amount is 1000 as well. Then we click on show details, provide a tax code, let's say V0 for now. And also we provide a cost center and now click on check. Now we will post the invoice, click on post. You can see the supplier invoice was created successfully. So right now we have a liability of 1000 euro in this case. Now let's imagine that we made a mistake and we actually need to post now a credit memo to the same supplier. So we select credit memo, then we have here the invoicing and posting date, reference as always, let's say 1000 euro. We will take the same invoicing party, this one over here. Then we will scroll down, include here GL account item again. So we credit the leasing expense account by 1000, click on show details, provide a tax code as well as a cost center, hit on post, and that's basically it. Do you want to create a new supplier invoice? We will hit on no. Now we are back here in the start screen of our Fiori Launchpad, and next off we will clear this supplier invoice against the credit memo. So therefore I will just type in here clear, and you can see there are multiple applications. So clear GL accounts manual clearing. This would be if we want to clear GL accounts manually. We can also clear accounts automatically. This counts for GL accounts as well as for our outgoing and incoming payments. Then you can see here clear outgoing payments, and also there is an application for clearing incoming payments. For now, we will take this one over here, clear outgoing payments. Deselect the company code, and now we will choose our supplier, this one over here, hit on go. And also please make sure here that under line item type, we also select normal open items. And here you can see the two open items we posted. Let's navigate into one of those. We need to choose at least the journal entry date, posting date, and then you can see here the journal entry type, which is set automatically to KZ by the system. Let's inspect this one. So KZ is for vendor payment. This is fine. Next off, you can see here lots of data was already filled. And if we scroll down a bit, then you can see there are open items that could be cleared by this transaction. Right now we will choose our credit memo. So the 1000 over here, and we will select clear. Now you can see the balance is green. Please be aware that we could also press this button here to move all of the open items to the right side of the screen. Or we could even search for open items of all suppliers, even in this screen over here. So far so good. Now before we actually post the clearing, please be aware that over here there are 3 dots being displayed. So those are the additional options. If we click on this one and then expand the view like that, you can see that we have more options here. So right now we have an open amount of 1000, and then you can see here there are different columns. So as of now, let me just expand them a bit. You can see here that the allocated amount is also 1000. However, we could also say that the allocated amount is like 800, for example. So this would be kind of a partial clearing. Also, on the other hand, we could say here that we have a discount amount of, let's say, 200, like that. Furthermore, we could also say here that we have a residual amount. So meaning that, for instance, 500 euro reside. In those cases where we have a discount amount or a residual amount, you can see that the balance is not green. So we would need to select other items for clearing up until we have a green balance over here. Please also be aware that you can't say, for instance, that the allocated amount is something like 600 while you have a residual amount specified at the same time. Then you get here the error message that the residual amount is not supported when we choose a partial payment. So you either need to choose here the allocated amount deviating from the open item value, or you would choose here the residual amount, but you can't do both at the same time. For now, we will say here 1000 again and the residual amount to 0 so that the balance is green. Okay, now we can click on simulate, and you can see here the system would create a journal entry with a clearing of the payables domestic account, which is the reconciliation account stored in our business partner master. So far so good. Let's click on back. We could also save here our clearing without posting so that we can adjust it later on, or we can click here on post now. You can see that the work list for our supplier decreased by the 2 journal entries we posted before because we cleared them against each other. This also works the same on the incoming payment side. But for now, I want to show you the other application to clear open items also on the balance sheet side. So let's say we post an open item first via Post General Journal Entries application, insert a journal entry date, posting date, transaction currency. And then here on the line item section, we will say bank, that we will post to a bank account. This one over here. Let's copy the number actually. Debit 100. On the other hand, we will choose another bank account. Let's say this one over here. Copy this number as well. And credit of 100. Then we will say post. Document was posted successfully. Now we will create the next one. Just insert a journal entry date, posting date as well. And this time we will just do it the other way around. We will take the one we debited before and credit now by 100. Now hit on post. Now two documents were generated. And this time we go to the application called Clear GL Accounts Manual Clearing. And this application looks a bit different. So we can either specify that we want the clearing without ledger groups or with ledger groups or even for bank accounts. So for now we will say here without ledger groups. Then we will select here our account. So one of the bank accounts, this one over here, hit on go. You can see now the journal entry type is SU, which is for clearing. And let's now sort here by the journal entry date. And here you can see our two postings. So the two journal entries we posted before, we will now select both of them like that. That's actually also the main difference to the other application you've seen before. So in the other application, we just had to choose one open item because there was already a balance. And here for clearing our GL accounts, the balance is 0. And then we need to select at least 2 of the open items to clear them against each other. In this example, you can also see the 3 dots over here. And if we click on this expand sign, we could now also correct here the allocated amount. So for instance, 80 and 80 over here. This would work. Or also we could do the same here for the residual amount. Let's say like 50 and 50 again. Let's actually look at the journal entries so you see what would happen now. If we click on simulate, then you can see here only 80 would be credited and debited. And if we actually select here instead of the allocated amount, let's put it back to 100. If we would take here the residual amount, let's say 80 and minus 80, and then click on simulate, then you would see that the system would post the whole value to the bank accounts and then make a separate adjustment posting of the residual amount. Let's go back, put it to 0 again, and here as well. And now we can actually click on post so that those items are cleared against each other. We can also display the journal entry. And over here you can see the clearing was conducted. Okay, this marks the end of the video. I hope you liked it. If so, then please subscribe to the channel and activate the bell. Also make sure to subscribe to my Patreon, where we have a community chat and where I post lots of informative blog posts about SAP. The link is in the bio of my channel. Thanks a lot and see you next time.